I think one was in Detroit and one was in Chicago. Just to think, I've been to Chicago and Detroit, where Aaliyah was. Sorry, I'm eating. Like, I need to be doing what I came on here to do. Come on here.
I'm gonna go.
The people in the background was just looking at her.
Okay, start you at the bottom and fling you up in the air. Bounce up and down. Turn around, flip around. It's a lot of fun. When you first get off, you're a little bit shaken. Because it's somewhat terrifying.
You can't help but scream. That's so funny. All right. I want to go in here. The scary one up there. We want the scary one. This. Yo, we need to get on this job.
Yeah, that. Shut up.
I don't know if they cut it out, but it seems like she's the only one that's having the most fun. I would probably be like the other people and just be like, but she was literally the life of the party, it seemed. Her outfit though, so beautiful.
That's so much fun. A little scary ride we got on. Funhouse was a lot of fun.
Let's continue.
Funhouse was a lot of fun. He didn't want to get on the ride.
What's wrong with me? I can't go.
I had to make him get on. And I knew that he was going to be funny just because he didn't want to get on it.
I just want to point out too how she was always hugged up more on Eric Foreman than the other ones. Like, you never really see her hugged up with Derek Lee. I mean, you've seen her really comfortable with her brother, but mainly like in her glam squad, she was always close to Eric Foreman. And I used to always say that I feel like Eric Foreman was the only sincere one to her. And it's funny how she's hugged up on him and nobody else. Like, they are dangerous. And I don't mean to bring this up in this video, but they said that Aaliyah suffered too from a heart attack when her plane went down and that she had a bad heart. But my question is, if she had a bad heart, she wouldn't have got on this slingshot, you know? Someone with a bad heart would not get on something so adrenaline rush, you know? Like, so risky. And she got on this, and that's why I find it bull crap. I feel like she was just a healthy person. I mean, you can most certainly tell by her figure she was... Sorry if I keep bumping this. But someone with a bad heart, if she had a bad heart, she was smart. She graduated with a 4.0. she wouldn't have been careless to get on something like this with a bad heart. Like, and I know that this is just fun and the airplane crash was something scary, but if you ask me, they're both putting your heart in danger. But I just can't see her getting on this with a bad heart. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It never has.
Eric, how you doing, baby?
You going up next? Yeah, she's going on next. You tell me when you get off.
You tell me when you get off.
July 13th, 2001.
He just looked like the comedian.
Yes, of course, the comedian was the funniest person on the ride.
I used to always think that this was her house. I don't know why, but I think they're in Paris, and this Paris hotel looks identical to her house, like a little bit, her apartment that she used to have. And I used to always think that she was at home with them watching this tape, and I believed this back when I first began to get into Aaliyah, but now I know it's just a hotel or whatever you want to call it. But I used to always think this was her house because it looks like her house. I don't know, but I know now. And this look is absolutely gorgeous. She was really the life of the party. I mean, she recorded their fun that they had and had it on tape, and she said she was just dope, and they were just watching it on the TV with each other, and she's on the floor on her knees like a kid. You know, it just makes you feel like you knew her, and it makes you happy.
We have it on tape, so that's a memory I have forever.
Now you see, I'm
Memory
so
she
happy
has
with it.
forever.
So now it's off to New York for more work, more promotion for the next 3 weeks.
Okay, so I'm good. Now I'm coming out. I'm happy. All right.
That was a beautiful look.
I love it. I love it. Let me twirl.
I want to make good music. I want to make music that represents me in totality and that I'm happy with first. And then I want to please my fans because it's all about them. You think you know? You have no idea.
I love how she just was so dedicated to her fan. She would do anything for them, stop for them for a picture, even at her most tired days. Like, she was really a genuine artist, and it's sad because we will never get a person like her. Maybe close, but never identical. Like, no one will ever meet her level of down to earth. You know, it's just sad. She was so beautiful. Like, every look, especially this look when she was in this hotel, absolutely gorgeous. Like,
This is the diary of Aaliyah. July 17th, 2001.
and the month that they just said, this is actually a month before her tragic death, and it's just crazy to see her before the sad announcement. It's unfortunate that this beautiful person that we see on this diary had to be taken from us so soon. It definitely wasn't her time to go. A lot of people say that, but it definitely wasn't. Her death will always be questionable. Will we ever know what happened? No, but there will always be speculations and assumptions, theories, myths on what happened, and stories that people don't know if they should believe or not. She is truly missed even by the new generation. Like,
The first few weeks after the release of the album, very important. Every day will be jam-packed.
The last time my next guest was on the show, she scared the crap out of me with her pet snake.
We're going to see what clothes Jared got. Hopefully you got me something cute. If not, I'm wearing this.
The album comes out.
if not, I'm wearing this. And she ended up wearing it. He must have didn't have
Please
anything
say hi
cute.
to Aaliyah.
It's great to see the fans outside Times Square.
She was so small.
Posters that they made. McCarthy's great.
All right, how are you? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you
The
too.
record's out today. Self-titled. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm really excited.
MTV's always fun. It's to kind of play around, be free and be silly.
She is so beautiful, and just to think back then, everything was new to everyone. Her albums, like when she dropped them, it was all new to them, you know? And in today's time, it's nothing new to them, just it being re-released on streaming platforms, but it is new to us. It's funny how things work, you know? It's like, well, we've been listening to it, so it's kind of not new to us, but it would have been so much better to be around when she released it, or her still releasing music. It would have been so dope. Like, you buying that Aaliyah album she got coming out today, 2021? That would be so dope, man. Like, whoever was out to get her is so evil. Like, she did not deserve this at all.
We gotta freeze it. When it's working, I know how to have fun. Let's see. I got one more. Me about my stuff. I needed my own fellowship without people's hats and glasses all over in the mouth. I'm just gonna enjoy your job. You wake up every day in love with it.
I wonder if she ever took those pictures.
Bottom of my heart, depths of my soul. Leaving now, going to the in-store for loads of fun.
In-store for loads of fun. In that store that she's going to when she was doing the album signing for the Red album, it was a fun fact going around on Instagram that she had a headache that day, which is so crazy. Like, she still made time for all those fans that were lined up trying to get autographs and pictures with a headache. Like, tell me she was a sincere artist without telling me she was a sincere artist. Like,
I really just feel this album is a reflection of me. I feel
I wonder if the Escalade that she's riding in, or whatever it is, I wonder if that's the truck she ended up giving away on 106 and Park. Like, I wonder weird things. Like, when I see things, I notice it and I get curious. So I wonder if this is the truck, or if she went off and bought another truck. And I would really like to know how that money was gained. It's just so many answers that I would love to, because they are good questions. You know, people ask the same things, or if not scared to ask, and like, I want to know, like, you know.
the best work that I've done to date. So I'm hoping that people really feel me on it.
She said this is her best work. I feel like her last album had a lot of messages in it. Damon said it himself. And like she said in this diary, I think it was in one of the other parts, she said that this album really reflects her. And I feel like it truly does. I think that it does reflect on some things that happened in her life. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. She even said it herself. But I definitely think that this album tells a little bit about her story. That's where I kind of get my theories from. It's not hard to piece together her album. And it's funny because she has a song called Read Between the Lines. And I truly feel like that means something. Like, I feel like she was that artist to give subliminals. And I mean, it would make sense. I mean, look where she's at now, unfortunately. But I do think that there's messages in her songs. About who and what, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I want to make good music.
Live in
I want
twirl.
to make music that represents me in totality and that I'm happy with first. And then I want to please my fans because it's all about them.
Music that she's happy with. So this just goes back to when I said that her music has messages in it. And a lot of people say, oh, she didn't even write her music. She goes over that music that is presented to her and she changes it around if she wants to. She reworded it if she wanted to, and that's what they do. They don't just sing the song that's given to them. Sometimes they sing it the way it is, but sometimes they change it up. Even the sound, they change it up. She loved
To make people happy.
her little
to
fans,
see them
her
smile
little
makes all the work
fans that were girls. If you watched my video this far, comment down below if you would cry if you met Aaliyah. I don't think I would cry. I think I would just fangirl so hard. But would you cry? Let me know down below so that I'll know you made it this far. But definitely let me know. He said he named his daughter after her.
Maybe do what I can, take a picture, give an autograph. And you have to love them all. Gotta take time for fans. Anytime, no matter my hand is hurting, hot, headache. There were a lot of cool moments. The kiss that crying totally touched me. I would have to say those are the best moments, you know what I mean? Because you know you really touch those people.
It'd be dope to have fans and supporters, like not in a bad way, but people who look up to you and people who you inspire. I would love to be that role model one day, because looking at it from her perspective, it just seems like a good thing to do, because you could really touch people. And as you can see, these fans were literally crying over her. Like, I want to become that person one day. That's powerful. I'm a virgin, Aaliyah, marry me.
Alright, I will see you tomorrow, bright and early, for Regis and Kelly. And, alright, heading up, you guys, bye. July 18th, 2001. I am
Her
truly
outfits were
blessed
dope.
to wake up every morning and do something that I love. There's nothing better than that. Everything is worth it. The hard work, the times when you're tired, the times when you're a bit sad.
Just imagine all these pictures that these fans still have. Like, I hate that people are being so stingy with her pictures, especially the fans, because it's just dope to see her behind the scenes instead of on a professional photo shoot. But I hate when fans take forever to release it. Like, I don't think they ever plan to release these photos. Sometimes they do. This year they were very generous, but just share the love. We want to see pictures of Aaliyah. You know, if she was here, everybody would be posting their picture with her. Like, people don't talk about that enough. You know, they just talk about the people who love her now that she's dead, I guess. That's not the case. But let's talk about the people who won't release her pictures, but if she was alive, they would release them. Like, it's irritating and very dumb. If I had a picture of Aaliyah, I would have been shared all of them. And I know some people can't find them, but like, I would keep up with my pictures if I met a celebrity.
In the end, it's all worth it because it really makes me happy. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world.
She loved them so much. You can tell.
Rashad. And I've got a career. I am truly blessed. And I thank God for his blessings every single chance I get. It's been fun. You gotta go. It's over now. Shut it down.
And my folks, that is it. But without further more to ramble on about, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Become part of the Krazy Conspiracy team. Turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? And what we had felt so right, 'cause we had trust. Now we're drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up, you know the feelings deep inside. So